It has been just over 3 weeks of living with the iPad Air day to day, and I've come to the realization that if you are looking for an iPad in 2024, that the place that you start with is the iPad Air. Now that's because the new iPad Air effectively blends power, performance, and value to create a computing experience that is versatile enough for students, professionals, and everyday users alike. So if you are considering a new iPad this year, but you're unsure which iPad you want to purchase, stick around to find out why the iPad Air might just be the ultimate laptop replacement that you've been looking for. Hey everybody, it is Mike Caputo. The new M2 iPad Air is uniquely positioned against its tablet brethren for a few different reasons. Not only did Apple keep the entry-level price the same as the 2022 M1 iPad Air at $599, but it also added a brand new 13-inch model coming in at $799. Additionally, the base internal storage was expanded from a laughable 64 gigs, I have no idea how anyone got along with that, to 128 gigs, and added a 512 gig option as well as a 1 terabyte option. Now, these two changes suggest that Apple wants to decrease the pressure on the iPad Pro by trickling down some of the best features to the iPad Air. I think that the 13-inch iPad Air is going to sell like hotcakes. It offers enough novelty and practical benefits over the 11-inch, especially when you're thinking about buying it as a laptop replacement, without the financial commitment of going up to the iPad Pro, which is $500 more expensive. For this review, I'm using the 13-inch M2 iPad Air with 128 gigs of storage in this wonderful blue color that is new this year in addition to the purple. However, it's still available in Starlight and Space Gray for the purists out there. Now, what I really love about the 13-inch model is that most of my accessories, my folios, my cases, my keyboards from the previous 12.9-inch iPad Pro still work, which is great that there's some reusability there if you are upgrading this year. First, let's talk about the physical aspects of the new 13-inch iPad Air. One of the first things that you will notice is the size and weight. Despite its larger screen, the iPad Air remains impressively light and portable, making it easy to carry around whether you are commuting to class, heading to work, or traveling. Now that's because the brand new 13-inch iPad Air is 54 grams lighter and 1/4 millimeter thinner than the M2 iPad Pro. And this easily translates into better usability. Whether you're consuming content in bed, typing on the couch, or traveling with the iPad Air on your back, it's going to be lighter. Touch ID allows you to authenticate your device using a finger, and it also contributes to the better usability of the device. Behind the Touch ID sensor, you're going to find the rear-facing 12 megapixel camera, and unfortunately, it does yield the same results as the 2022 version, but you get the added benefit of being able to capture HDR video, even though it can't present it. We'll get into that in just a moment here. Now, what's new on the iPad Air is the front-facing camera that is centered along the landscape edge of the iPad in the front. It's going to improve video calls, but it does not improve video quality, as the camera remains unchanged, producing a 1080p video. But hey, at least now people are not looking up your nose or at your chin when you're making video calls, so there's a plus. Apple's using the same sharp liquid retina display with 600 nits of peak brightness on the 13-inch model, which is good for indoor use, but it might be challenging in some outdoor applications. It is worth noting that the 11-inch iPad Air has a peak brightness limitation of 500 nits, so keep that in mind if you're trying to decide which size is right for you. The display supports a P3 wide color gamut and a contrast ratio of 1500:1, providing good dynamic range and color accuracy for either lean in or lean back activities alike. Much of the internet is up in arms that the iPad Air, still in 2024, has a 60 Hz refresh rate, and I would debate that for most consumers who are looking to replace their computer or replace their old tablet, this is not a significant motivator. They're not going to say, hey, you know what, I'm going to go get a tablet with a fast refresh rate. They're more concerned with not spending as much money. If this sounds like you, drop a money emoji down in the comments below. Apple continues to trickle down meaningful features from the iPad Pro to the iPad Air, and now we get one of the most exciting new features for creatives and note-takers alike, that is the Apple Pencil Pro. The Apple Pencil Pro can sense when pressure is applied to the sides with the squeeze gesture, bringing up a color palette that allows users to switch tools, line weights, or change colors. A built-in gyroscope allows the rotation of the Apple Pencil Pro to change the orientation of certain tools, providing more precise controls of shape pen and brush tools, similar to how real pen and brush functions work when tilted. The Apple Pencil Pro also includes a custom haptic engine that provides feedback when using gestures like squeeze or double tap. This feedback helps confirm actions with a slight pulse, and it's just really enjoyable to use. Next, let's talk about Find My. The Apple Pencil Pro can be tracked using Find My app, making it easier to locate when you misplace it. To do so, you must rotate your iPad 90 degrees into portrait mode and walk around until you are in proximity of the Apple Pencil. But don't count on being able to play sounds on it because the Apple Pencil Pro lacks a speaker, which severely limits its usefulness. It features a new magnetic interface that is only available on the 2024 iPads. So if you were hoping to use your older Apple Pencil, I'm sorry, you just can't do that. Unless you actually have an Apple Pencil USB-C, you can use that. And speaking of enhancing your iPad experience, if you're like me and you love to use your iPad to take notes, make digital art, that makes Paperlike a must-have accessory. Paperlike transforms your iPad screen to feel like you're writing on paper. It reduces glare, it provides perfect resistance when using your Apple Pencil, making writing, drawing more tactile and satisfying experience. Now, I've been using Paperlike on my iPads for a while now. It's got to be at least 5 years. And it's a game changer for my productivity because I love taking notes from when I'm writing in class or from at work. I would definitely suggest checking it out. It's very, very easy to install, and the package, when you get them, it does include 2 different Paperlike screen protectors. Head over to paperlike.com/itscaputo or click the first link in the video description. Paperlike, I want to thank you for sponsoring today's video. Now, let's talk about why the iPad Air is well positioned to replace your laptop. The iPad Air comes with a USB-C port, which is incredibly versatile. Not only can you fast charge your iPad or another device using the USB-C port on the bottom, you can also transfer data up to 10 gigabits per second and connect a wide variety of accessories. But to truly replace your laptop, your iPad Air needs to have the right accessories so that you can extend your iPad's functionality outside just being a single pane of glass. The Magic Keyboard, for example, is a fantastic addition. It provides great typing experience with backlit keys, its trackpad, making it super easy to create, edit documents, send emails, or even fill out spreadsheets, depending on what you want to do. Plus, it attaches magnetically, so it's easy to connect and disconnect as needed. But it is expensive, coming in at $350 for the 13-inch Magic Keyboard. Now, I've reviewed several low-cost alternatives like the $75 option from ESR, and I'll link those below in the first comment. Now, to push your iPad's usability even further, you can now connect your iPad to an external display for new levels of productivity. With the addition of full external display support in iPadOS 16, you can now extend your iPad's workspace beyond just the screen of your iPad. Whether you are editing videos, working on a large spreadsheet, or just giving a presentation, the ability to connect to a larger display is really a game changer. With the latest iPadOS updates, multitasking becomes even more useful and efficient. Features like split view, slide over, and the new Stage Manager make it easy to work with multiple apps at once, mimicking the experience that you would get with a traditional laptop. Now, let's dive into the performance of the iPad Air and understand why the M2 chip is key to its impressive capabilities. The iPad Air is running the 2nd generation of the M2 chip, which is specifically optimized for this device. The chip provides a significant boost in CPU and GPU performance compared to the previous generation, ensuring that the iPad Air can handle even the most demanding tasks with ease. The M2 chip includes a unified memory architecture that allows the CPU, GPU, and other components to share access to a single pool of high bandwidth memory, which on the iPad Air is going to 8 gigs of internal memory. That enables faster and more efficient performance for tasks such as image and speech recognition, as well as advanced photo editing. Now, despite its powerful performance, the M2 chip is incredibly energy efficient. This means that you can enjoy all-day battery life whether you are working, studying, or creating content. Both the 11 and the 13-inch iPads are rated at 10 hours, and I can tell you that I use my iPad all day and I'm getting about 9 hours of usage, where I end the day about 15%. Now, let's shift our focus to another crucial aspect of the iPad Air. It is wireless connectivity. First is the inclusion of Wi-Fi 6E, and this is going to be a game changer for you. Wi-Fi 6E is a Wi-Fi technology that operates on the 6 GHz band, which is less congested than the traditional 2.4 or 5 GHz band. This means that you're going to get faster speeds, lower latency, and improved performance, especially in environments where you have many connected devices like your home. Whether you are streaming high-definition content, downloading large files, or doing online gaming, Wi-Fi 6E is the foundation for a robust and seamless experience. Now, the iPad Air also features Bluetooth 5.3, which brings this device up to par with the other devices, including the iPhone and the Macs, which offers several notable improvements over the previous version. Now, who should consider purchasing the iPad Air? To me, I think that the 13-inch iPad Air specifically is squarely targeted towards a few different segments out there. First, if you're someone who's heading to college for the first time, the iPad Air is an excellent choice for you. You get a computer that can easily handle taking notes in class, writing papers, researching, and more. The larger screen size provides a generous canvas for writing, and it allows you to split screen 2 full-size windows side by side. Plus, you can connect it to an external monitor with a single cable for even a larger workspace. My only caution is that I would tell you that check your university's technology requirements before purchasing to ensure that the iPad Air meets all of your academic needs. Now, there's young professionals, someone who's an aspiring professional looking to maybe use their tablet alone or in conjunction with their computer. The iPad Air fits this bill perfectly. The M2 chip ensures it can handle multitasking and demanding applications, whether you are drafting reports, creating presentations, or simply managing your calendar. Then there's creative professionals. The iPad Air offers a more powerful platform for drawing, designing, editing. You have support for Apple's new Apple Pencil Pro, which means that you have a tool that's going to respond with precision, and the larger screen gives you more space to bring your ideas to life. Last but not least, there's the everyday user who wants a device that can do it all. The iPad Air is still an excellent choice. Whether you are browsing the web, streaming videos, or managing your home, the iPad offers a smooth and enjoyable experience. The upgraded performance and the connectivity options make it a reliable device to fit your daily needs for several years to come. Now, in conclusion, the 13-inch iPad Air is a versatile and powerful device that caters to a wide range of users. I mean, we talked about students, professionals, creatives, everyday users. There's something for almost everyone here. Most importantly, the iPad Air does not need to be a certified laptop replacement. All it needs to do is replace your laptop. Don't let anyone pressure you. So what is the most important feature that you are looking for in your next iPad? Let me know down in the comments below. If you enjoyed today's video, hit that like button as it signals to YouTube that other people like you and me would enjoy this content. And if you want to get more content like this, make sure you click subscribe. Now, if you want to watch the next video, if you want to learn more how to be a pro on your iPad, I got a video right here. Otherwise, YouTube is suggesting this video down here, which is actually my favorite video. You should watch that next. Guys, my name is Mike, and I will talk to you in the next one.